Hey everybody, it's Scott looking at Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and hope you will enjoy a little bit of the early game. This is before the Gambit system, which is like the AI scripting that you can kind of set for your characters. So you're going to see the combat in the earliest part of the game where it's still kind of holding your hand and everything kind of just works the way it's supposed to. You attack, you maybe steal. That's pretty much all your options are as running the game. In fact, I only have one guy in my party, Vaughn, the first character you play as. Not the main character. Really, there's no main character in this game. The story gives, I won't say equal, but big story sweeping moments for all 6 of the characters that will end up being your characters in your party. But for now, just Vaughn, and you can see I'm fighting some hyenas here. There I got a combo. Daggers can combo, so every once in a while you'll see like just Vaughn go nuts and kill him, or attack like 3 times in a row. So this part of the story, I'm looking to acquire a sunstone. I've been told this little village here in the middle of this, I can't remember what this is called, the sand, no, what is this called, Giza Plains. Middle of Giza Plains here is a little village of people that they send their children out to collect these sunstones, and we're gonna see me get a quest here for this part of the story to get the sunstone. So I bought a map. The map is kind of handy. You can see that it showed all the areas I hadn't explored yet, but I got to see the layout of the map itself. There's a nice little touch here that I didn't notice before. I played this game a little while ago. I think it's probably been close to 7 years since I last played it. So a lot of this stuff is coming back to me, but not, not quickly. There is characters as you walk around. You have a little icon over their head that you can talk to them. And what I thought was kind of neat, I had been ignoring most of them because they just say like something generic like citizen or, you know, like the race they are or whatever. Nomad Youth, for example, just there. And I thought what was interesting was this is Nomad Elder, for example. But when you talk to them, you learn their name. And then after you learn their name, that's what's popping up over their head going forward. So in a few seconds here, like I'm being told to go, she's explaining how the kids go out and get the sunstones, and you'll notice her right over her head has her actual name now. She says, go talk to this one girl behind the tent. So I walk back there and I'm like, no, that's just a nomad. That's just some generic NPC. And then I'm like, this is just a nomad too. This is just a youth. I mean, none of these guys are this lady's name. When I talk to this girl, though, I noticed the name Nanao, and then now pops up over her head. Now, see, I have to actually talk to people to learn their names before they appear over their head. I thought that was an awesome touch. You don't see in any other RPG that I remember playing. I thought that was really kind of cool, actually. So here she's offering for me the opportunity to get a sunstone because one of the children hasn't returned yet, and she's like, oh, you know, find him and bring him back safe, and then you can have a sunstone, one of his sunstones. So I'm off to do just that, but first she tells me to go talk to some kids, and so I'm off to do that piece when suddenly
Penelo?
An old friend of mine pops up.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer is pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
So now Penelo's joined the party. I think the voice acting is actually very good in this game. I've been really enjoying a lot of the characters. I'm playing in the English language, although you can pick the Japanese voice actors if you like. I don't speak or understand Japanese though, so this works out well for me. For now, I now have a second party member for the first time since the game began. Here I am. I'm going to go into the license board. Now, since Penella doesn't have a job yet, I have to assign her a job. I made Van a Bushi, and I wanted to make her a Black Mage. So the Bushi is like a samurai class, and the Black Mage is like your traditional damage-dealing wizard class. I think... yeah, she had 37 points to spend, so she's going to pick up Black Magic 1, which will let her cast Fire and Thunder, if I had them. The fact that they're grayed out means I don't even possess those spells yet. She's got enough points. I think I ended up giving her... I think I saved those points, actually. Yeah, I just saved those points. So now I need to run over and buy at least the Fire spell. I realized I don't actually have any Black Magic spells for her to actually even use. So I'm going to run over to the vendor here, and you'll see me pick up a Fire spell. I think I have enough money to buy it. I don't know how much I can sell here. I guess I did have a little bit of some stuff I can sell. She can actually equip... I hope I remember to equip some of her armor, because she can use some Mystic armor, being a Black Mage. Samurais also use Mystic armor, so I had some extra Mystic armor in my inventory. There we go. I pick up the Fire spell here. Now she can actually do something besides swing her dagger at stuff. So I'm gonna go in here and make sure she's good. Yep, she can use some better armor. Let me give her more magic points, more magic defense, better defense in general. Which is good because she has very low hit points. Well, I mean, neither of us have a lot of hit points. So I'm gonna, once I save my game here, the only problem with saving my game, it doesn't appear that you're able to see the interface. It wants me to overwrite the save every time, and it defaults to no. It's driving me crazy, having to remember to go over to yes and overwrite the save. I guess I could technically create a new save each time, but the funny part about that is, when you create a new save, you still have to hit no or yes, and it defaults to no. I don't understand that design idea, but... now there you got to see a new feature. I'll let her do her talking. Oh yeah, here's where she explains parties. Now that there's more than one of us in the party, I can actually control both of them. I have the game set to wait. There is also active. The difference is when it's on wait, if I'm in a menu, everything's paused. If I'm in her menu picking a Fire spell, everything's paused until I pick a target for the Fire spell. Gambits are not a thing I can edit, but I can now turn the AI on and off, which is at this point allows us to attack or not attack automatically. So having him on is a no-brainer. I don't think about doing it until later on for my guy, despite her telling me specifically to turn it on. So, well, one of the features that you're going to see me use a lot that I really like about the new version is being able to click the R3 stick and bring up a little mini map, or like an overlay map, which is actually handier than I thought it was going to be. Being able to see where I'm supposed to be going. So you'll see that a couple times. There's me, I had him steal and I had her cast Fire, which almost killed the Hyena with one hit. And then she automatically attacked after the Fire spell was cast, with no other actions given to her. She just attacks, because her Gambit's on, her AI is on. Now later I'll be able to edit her Gambit to do things like always cast the Fire spell as long as she has more than so much magic points left, or whatever. Like, you can kind of set up a few things. But they really ease you into this stuff. Like, I mean, like I said, for the first hour of the game, it's just Van by himself attacking or stealing it, so he has only two options. Van, by the way, can always steal no matter what job you pick. Let's see. I also like to keep the camera a little high in the air so I can kind of see the action better. But you're going to see me here. I always open up with Van stealing because money is really tough to come by early in the game. And if you steal even like a minor thing like a windstone or a firestone or something like that from every enemy, you're gonna have twice as much stuff to sell as if you hadn't stolen anything. More than twice. Not every enemy is dropping items to sell later on. Also, there's a kind of a cool system in the game called the Bazaar. And the Bazaar, when you sell things of equal to or greater quantities than is required, you'll unlock things at the bazaar to buy. These are usually, they're always one-shot things, like you only unlock them once, but like, I don't know if it'll be in the video, but at one point I sold a bunch of stuff and I unlocked a, like a first aid kit, which came with 2 Phoenix Downs and 2 potions, which only cost 450 gil. It was a huge savings. It's kind of an awesome early game boost just because I sold some specific things. And the bazaar has some really powerful weapons and items later in the game that you can sell or unlock the purchase of by selling specific items to any vendor. Alright, so here I am just kicking ass. I think I'll just be doing this for a while. I think most of what I was doing actually was trying to get enough license points to unlock Kitano's 1 for Van, because he's got one in his inventory. I bought it early in the game. He can't equip it though because he doesn't have the license for it, and it costs like kind of at this point in the game 35 license points. But it's a katana. It has a ton of evasion on it, makes him hard to hit. It does more damage than the dagger does. And if I understand katanas correctly, it has a pretty high combo chance of just like going crazy and just attacking until a guy's dead. That's effectively a critical hit. So, let's see if my guys are getting a little low on health. I think at some point here. I think after this fight, I remember both of us simultaneously drinking potions. Yeah. Drop here in a second. Oh, she got a block without a shield. That's pretty impressive. Alright, yep, we're going to just both drink potions now. Like I said, everything pauses when I pick what I want to do. Potions are instantaneous, basically, so no reason not to blow through them. They're very cheap, and I was actually getting potions just from fighting guys, let alone... I don't think I've had to purchase a single potion. Plus, at key moments in the story so far early in the game, you know, NPCs are like, oh, you're going to head into an area that's kind of tough. Here, have some potions. Also some eyedroppers and some Phoenix Downs. Like, they just give you items to help make things a little bit easier, which is kind of nice. You're going to see, after I kill guys, you'll see I earn experience and LP. So the difference is, experience levels my character up. LP is used to purchase new abilities and licenses to use those abilities on the job boards. Like I said, Vaughn is a Bushi, or a Samurai, and Penelo is a Black Mage. So, as she levels up, she's going to get a lot of magic points, because she's... I think that's based on the job she picked, because she's a Black Mage, I'm guessing. I don't know for sure about that, but she'll get more magic points. And not so much the hit points. But you will get... stats get better, based on the character. Magic points, you get more of those, you get more hit points. Leveling up makes your character harder to kill. I think your innate defense goes up. A lot of the abilities and techniques that you do, there's a formula for them, like an actual mathematical formula, and that's going to, part of that equation is based on the level of the character. So the higher level you are, the better you are at everything you do. And then these are license points. I just spent a license point to make her spells hit harder. Just a little bit harder. So, and I have a blind spell that I realized I had in my inventory, and I couldn't even buy a blind spell. I got it in a chest. And the blind spell, I didn't pick up Black Magic 2, which would have let Penelo cast blind. I didn't realize until after I picked up the magic potency boost. Here I'm going to use magic just to see how much more damage that does, thanks to that extra point. Let's have her cast fire here, and she's going to hit for 79 damage, so like almost 10 more damage. It's pretty good for, you know, 1 point magic potency. I think it's like +1 intellect. There's actual stats in the game. I don't know if I go into the menu too much to look at them, but I think I had it earlier. So anyway, it looks like the recording is just about at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this look at Final Fantasy XII. Alright, thanks for watching.